everybody, and welcome back to the Football Fignuts podcast. This is the 16th episode of Season 9, which means this is our 366th episode overall. My name is Britt.
My name is Craig.
And Craig, it is the night before Thanksgiving, and all through the house, people are looking at their fantasy teams and going, what the fuck?
I have been saying that exact same thing about my teams for the last 5 weeks.
Let me tell you something. I have, with the exception of the Podcasters League, which I think I'm at 500, all of my leagues, every league I have, my teams are exactly 8-4, and they all started out 1-3.
That's impressive.
It's not, because they're not good. It's just everyone else around them is dying.
Yeah, this has been an injury-riddled year. And I know every year people get hurt, blah, blah, blah. But this year, I just feel like there was a spike in injuries galore.
Injuries and bad play. The slow start that the Bengals got off to offensively, they got better after Burrow went out offensively.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's because of Burrow. I think it's just slow starters.
Historically, they are not good in September. They're just not good. So. Mid-October, when the weather starts to change, is usually when they pick up. But that problem with that is it doesn't help you in the long run. Also, their defense is just fucking terrible. It's beyond terrible. I can't even think of a word of how bad they are, because that's how bad they are.
The best records in the AFC are the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. What the fuck is this? The early 2000s? Is this Brady versus Manning? What is happening?
Dear God. I mean, who thought Drake May was the answer, right? Or was it
Cinch?
Or is it Vrabel's thing? Is it the combination? I don't know. Maybe Cinch knows.
It might be a little bit. Here's all I know. We're getting ahead of ourselves, and I'm opening a beer. But Craig, what are you drinking tonight?
So tonight I have a 3-finger pour of Woodford Reserve because, not to get into it, the last 2 weeks have been pretty shitty. So I'm going with liquor.
Yeah, so I do still have some of the Cool Ship whiskey
from
last weekend, but I have enough for exactly 2 good pours.
Okay.
And I said to my wife last night, because I knew it was going to be off today, I said, I might pour myself a whiskey. And she said, ooh, I'm going to want a whiskey on Thanksgiving. And I went, well, I'm going to want a whiskey on Thanksgiving, and there's only 2 pours left. So I guess I'm saving it for Thanksgiving.
So you said, you better go buy another bottle.
I said, you go. And she loves Jameson. She's a big Jameson whiskey fan. I'm like, you got a bottle of Jameson. And she stared at me like I had just said something sacrilegious. Like, how dare you tell me I can't have the whiskey you bought that you want to drink?
You were like, I bought this, damn it.
But to be fair, I have stolen so much whiskey from her over the years that I really
it evens out.
Yeah, it does. So tonight I have a Two Roads Holiday Ale or 2 in my magic bag.
Still have to try that. Not had it.
You know, we were gonna stop today after work, and because I was off today, but my wife was getting up around 4, and we thought about stopping and just having one. And my experience on the roads today made me decide that I don't care what the situation is. I wanted to go straight home and hide.
You know, since my commute, because I got a new job beginning of November, so my commute is different now. I don't have to take the highway anymore if I don't want to.
Right.
Can I just say, my level with driving on roads and back roads, my level of road rage has actually gone up compared to being on the highway. Because it's shorter, but people run lights, they run stop signs, there's school buses everywhere, there's landscaping trucks everywhere. It's bonkers.
You're driving through Bridgeport, Connecticut. You're driving from one end of Bridgeport to the other end of Bridgeport. And I was born in Bridgeport. I lived 40 years of my life in Bridgeport. I love the city. People are like, oh, you always shit on Bridgeport, Connecticut. I don't shit on Bridgeport, Connecticut. Bridgeport, Connecticut does shit to earn its reputation sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. And bad driving is one of the places that absolutely earns its reputation.
It's terrible. The other night, I was going from my job, which you know where it is, to the mall. That is an extremely short drive. Right?
5 minutes.
Within that 5 minutes, I almost got into 2 accidents from people running stop signs. This girl, decided she didn't want to wait for the stop sign, so she went around the person in front of her, and it was my turn to go, and she almost T-boned me. I'm like, really?
So without giving out information we're not supposed to, for the ride that Craig is describing, he takes a left out of a driveway. At the very first light, which is maybe 100 yards away, he takes a right. He goes exactly one light, takes a left, goes up another block, and then takes a right into the mall.
Yes, it is extremely short.
It is maybe a mile in total length. It's probably less.
Yes.
So the fact that he would get into a single accident situation there, and this is, and again, I won't disclose information I'm not supposed to disclose either, but one of the things I do at my new job is I'm in charge of risk management. I have to monitor safety reports for driving. Mm-hmm. And the number of reports I get in that says this person got on the Merritt Parkway going southbound, averaged 82 miles per hour for 6 minutes, and then got off. And I'm like, wait. Can we back up a second? Averaged 82? Didn't speeds up to? Averaged?
Yeah,
82?
Does it say they sped up to, like if they passed someone and then slowed down?
Hard acceleration and hard braking is monitored by our GPS system, yes.
Okay, but it would show you that they like pass someone for like 10 seconds and then slow down, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. It communicates with the satellite every second. Every full second of time that passes, it communicates with the satellite and snapshots where it is. That's how it knows how fast it's going, because it can see in 1 second how far you've gone. Do some fancy math and say that's what your miles per hour are.
Gotcha.
But the number, and then there. I had 4 drivers last week. I had to send messages to their managers and be like, hey, you got to talk to your guys. I can't drive like this. It's not safe. One of them had the gall to write back, they're questioning the accuracy of the GPS. Okay, so listen, GPSs are not perfect units, right? Right. They could lose track with the satellite. There's such a thing as banding, where they will mistakenly put you 50 to 100 yards from where you actually are and then correct it. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't this. This was 80 miles an hour every second for like 6 minutes. I'm like, no. Well, we're gonna send it to the garage just to have it checked out. You go ahead and do that, and when it comes back and it's fine, please have your employee call me so we can talk about how GPSs work. So I just like, but yeah. So today was even worse because half the people are driving for Thanksgiving. Yeah. The other half of people are just trying to get to work and get home. Mm-hmm. And then there's a third clique of people that exist outside of my percentages that are out there just looking for somewhere to go drink.
Yes.
I heard a term today, and we're going to get into football in a second, guys. I know we're rambling, but it's the night before Thanksgiving. Chill out. I heard the term today, Blackout Wednesday. Have you ever heard this?
I think it sounds vaguely familiar. Is that like the night before Thanksgiving?
Yes,
kind of thing.
Because people go out and get blackout drunk so that they can deal with their families the next day. I'm like, I've seen people get blackout drunk on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I've never heard someone call it Blackout Wednesday.
I mean, it's a good name for it. It's accurate. In the ye olden days, the party after like Thanksgiving night. That's usually when I celebrate it. Is that the right term?
What was the game we used to gather at our friend's house and play? Like 50 of us on a LAN? Was it Call of Duty?
It was Halo. And there was Guitar Hero, Garage Band.
Guitar Hero, yep. Garage Band, and a lot of Sparks.
Yeah, yep.
A lot of cans of Sparks. And let me tell you something, folks. You want to know how bad I am at Halo? They put me with the 2 best players. And halfway through the first match, one of the players asked openly, is friendly fire on? And when they found out it was, they shot me. I'm not even joking. And I think the team won. But they shot me because I was like, they're standing out in the open going, where's the fire, everybody? And they're like, get out of the middle of the room. They're gonna
Britt's game of choice is not first-person shooters. He's good at other stuff. First-person shooters, not his cup of tea.
No, oh God, no. God, no. You know, the only first-person shooter I was actually really good at was Doom. I was really good at the Doom games.
That was pretty straightforward, you know? You didn't really have to look up, you know?
Yeah, there was only 2 buttons.
It was left and right, and then, backwards, forward.
Yeah. All right, so let's get on to some football talk tonight. Burning hot takes. You want to give or receive?
I guess I'll give, since this is probably a big, humongous topic.
Yeah, let's go for it.
So tomorrow night, or tonight, depending on, I guess tonight when you listen to this, when you download it.
Thanksgiving night.
Or yesterday, I don't know. As of right now, Joe Burrow will be starting for the Bengals versus the Ravens on Thanksgiving night. Me personally, as a Bengals fan, thinks this is an incredibly stupid idea because he's coming off a very bad injury. And yes, I know that he has to play to see how his foot is. I get that. But other than bonus incentives, there is literally no reason for him to play. Like, this team is coming nowhere near the playoffs at all. At all. Because of how bad their defense is. Like, if you took everyone in our podcast, lined them up against the Bengals defense, and used Sean's dog and his kid who has a bum knee, we could probably score at least 27 points. That's how bad this defense is. So, yeah.
The dog would be a strong fantasy play. She's quick,
she would
she's
be
elusive.
She's easily 2 touchdowns by herself.
Yeah. Yeah. The reality is the Bengals are 3-8. They are tied with the Cleveland Browns for the 12th best record in the conference. They are statistically not eliminated because the only team that's been statistically eliminated is the New York Giants.
And not on the Titans. They're 1-10.
The Titans are technically not eliminated.
Really? How? What weird voodoo math does that work?
Well, 18 is it 7 or 8 teams? 7 teams make it, right? The only one team gets a bye. So right now, 7-4 is the cutoff.
Which is what the Jaguars
Tennessee
are at.
Won out. If the Tennessee Titans won their last 6 games, they'd be 7-10.
Yep.
And hypothetically, the Jaguars and Bills could also, and the Chargers could all also end up 7-10. In which case, we would get into a tiebreak scenario, and the Titans must have a tiebreaker somewhere. Because they're not eliminated according to ESPN. I'm looking at the standings right now.
That's
crazy shit.
That's weird. That's weird. Okay.
You know what it is? The cutoff right now in the NFC is 8-4, and it's 7-4 in the AFC. I think it's that extra half a game, and the Giants are 2-10. The Giants actually have more wins, but there's a lot more. I mean, let's put it this way: the 10th best team. Yeah, there's no separation. The top 5 teams all have between 6 and 8 wins. In the other division, nobody has less than. Oh, the Baltimore Ravens have 6 and 5. Fucking Ravens leading the division at 6 and 5. Just makes me want to.
It's so terrible. Makes
me want to kick a dog.
So bad.
It does.
So bad.
Okay, but anyway, Joe Burrow.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
They're technically in it, but is there any chance to make the playoffs? Absolutely
With
not.
this
They would
defense,
have to win out.
No.
They would have to win out and go 9-8 and get help along the way.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, yes, it could happen. Yes, but with their defense is the 42nd ranked defense in the NFL. There's no way this happens.
Wait, did you say 42nd?
Yes.
There
are 10 other imaginary teams that don't exist yet that are better than them.
They're for like the multiverse.
Yes.
There's 10 teams in the multiverse better than them that don't exist in reality. Oh my god. It is definitely, they're trying to salvage what's left of the season. They're not at 3-8, they're not getting a prime pick, okay? The Raiders, Jets, and Titans all have fewer wins, have no incentive to do anything, and that's not counting the Saints and the Giants. So right now, if the season ended right now, there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 and 7, depending on tiebreakers between the Commanders and the Browns. So they have the tiebreaker over the Browns. There would be a minimum of 5, possibly 6 teams drafting ahead of them. So they're drafting in the 7 spot anyway.
Yep.
There's the old, go out there and lose and get a really good draft pick isn't really going to help you here because you're going to be barely drafting in the top 10 as it is.
Yes.
So I understand and I also understand that you play to win the game, people. I get that mentality. These guys are pros.
I get it. It's their job. But as a fan,
I think
it just does. Yeah. It's not worth the risk.
Agreed.
For their what their team is built around, for me, it's just not worth the risk with how bad their defense is.
I completely agree. But I also think that they're doing some assessments. They're doing some assessments because they did not start the season quick. I mean, Burrow himself wasn't exactly sharp in the first couple of weeks. I'm pulling up the stats right now. Hold on. Bear with me.
When did he get hurt? He got hurt in October, didn't he? Like beginning of October?
He only played 2 games.
Oh,
yeah,
it was September. Okay.
But he was 21 for 36. That's only a 58% completion for 189 yards. Guys, 189 yards in, well, 1+ game because he left that second game early, right?
Yeah.
189 yards? That's a bad day for Joe Burrow, not a bad day and a half.
Yeah.
The numbers weren't impressive. So I think they're going to be taking a look at, and I don't think they're evaluating Burrow as much as they're evaluating the people around him, because they're paying a shitload of money for Jamar Chase. They're paying a shitload of money for T. Higgins. And they've got a decent number of also-rans in Andre Isovisas. I'll never say his name right.
Close enough.
You got two tight ends that could potentially get more targets and become more of a Travis Kelce style role in Fant and Jasecki.
Remember when we were Fant truthers for like a season?
Yes, we warned you all Fant wasn't good. We warned you all. Noah Fant plays in Denver. He is not good. Oh, Denver, their offense is changing. Yup. And Noah Fant is not making it better. Now, Fant's had not a terrible year. He's got 31 catches on 35 targets. When they throw him the ball, he does okay. But he's only averaging 8.5 yards per reception, which is still better than Jasecki. As long as the year is 25, he's averaging 26 yards a game, but he's also lost 2 fumbles this year.
Yes.
Yes, by the way, he leads the Bengals in lost fumbles this year. The guy who's only caught 31 passes.
Really?
Noah Fant.
Oh, no kidding.
He is the only Bengal who has lost more than 1 fumble. Chase has lost 1. P. Ryan has lost 1. And Fant has lost 2.
Crazy.
So, I'm looking at, and I think they're looking to make changes. I do. I think they're looking to make changes, and they're looking who's going to click with Burrow. We know Jamar Chase clicks with Burrow, but even still, Jamar Chase in the beginning of the year was very quiet, and his catch rate is not good. He's got 79 catches on 117 targets. That's 38 times he has not caught the ball when they've tried to put it in his hands. Is that the passer? Is that Chase? Is that because he's getting focused on in the defense? Either way, that's only like a 65% catch rate. He is going to have to get that number up if he wants to maintain his number 1 role in any team.
Yeah.
He has 5 touchdowns. T. Higgins has 7.
Yeah.
Really? I
mean, right?
What the hell? They're going to have to do some. They're going to have to do some assessing. They're realizing now they're going to have to spend some money elsewhere other than not Joe Flacco, other than Joe Burrow. And the question becomes, where are they putting that money? Chase Brown has been okay. He's averaging 4.3 yards a carry. He's relatively stable. He also had a very slow start. He's come on lately. But I think the real reason is you're putting your starters out there because you're sending the message, no one's job is safe. No one.
Unless your name is Joe or Jamar, your job is not safe.
And you know what? I don't even think their jobs are 100% safe. Are they 99% safe? Probably, yeah. But I don't think anyone on this roster is 100% safe. And I think honestly, and I'll be brutally honest here, do I think it'll happen? No. But if they end up with the 6 or 7 pick and their scouts walk into the room the week after the Super Bowl and go, your best option here are these 3 wide receivers, and they are all blue chip, but they're all going to be there. There's no way they're taken in the first 6. Then Jamar Chase becomes tradable. I honestly believe that. Will they do it? Probably not, because their price tag would be through the fucking roof. But
yeah, he would be very expensive. I think T. Higgins would probably be the one to be
more
traded.
Likely candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because honestly, when he's not hurt, which I know he's been hurt a lot last 2 seasons.
He's out this week.
Like he would be the number 1 receiver somewhere else, you know.
I think
But-
he's going to be a victim of Alvin Harper syndrome.
Remember Alvin Harper?
Yeah, you remember when he went to the Bucks and he was shit because all of a sudden they could just double team him every single play because Michael Irvin wasn't on the other side of the field?
Yep.
That's why I call Alvin Harper syndrome. At the number 2, who puts up really good numbers year after year, goes, I could be a number 1 somewhere. No, you can't. You catch the ball as frequently as you do because of the guy on the other side of the field. That's it. That's why. You know, so settle down. Just settle down. Okay, moving up. My burning hot take is I have some holiday watching for you, Craig.
Okay. Wait, did I sign up for the holiday thing this year? Who's doing that?
We haven't discussed it. I don't know. I was actually... Craig is referencing the holiday hootenanny I
Sorry,
do
I didn't mean to interrupt
on the Howard Moon channel. No, that's all right. I don't know. There's only one holiday riff track we haven't done, and it's the Christmas Shorts Extravaganza. Sinch did the Halloween hootenanny. I don't know. We should have a discussion.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I actually, in one night when I had like 4 beers, my wife said my eyes went like bolt wide. She was like, "Oh no, whatever you're thinking, it's a bad idea." And I went, "No, this is a great fucking idea."
He fakes
and she was
the
just
fake.
like, she says to me, she goes, "All right, let's hear it. What if we did every member of the podcast on the holiday hootenanny?"
Oh, I remember you
like,
mentioning that.
Yeah, I was drunk. And she's like, that would be absolute chaos. And I'm like, I know. So, I don't know how I want to do it yet. I've been pondering it, but you're right. December is next week, so I gotta freaking schedule it. We'll see. And maybe I'll send a text after we're done here tonight. But anyway, holiday watching.
Yes.
Fresh off the heels of the success of Hallmark doing a Chiefs-based holiday movie, which was terrible, by the way.
Well, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be.
If you want to watch an hour and a half of Clyde Edward-Helaire nodding at everything that's said to him, and George Karloftis pretending to be Santa Claus, by all means, go watch the Chiefs Hallmark special. But yeah, and you'll get to see an 85-year-old Ed Begley Jr. who can't speak anymore but thinks he can. Because he's in there.
Sad.
Oh, it was sad. It was sad. He plays like the grandfather, and he's like, "I remember the first time we made the Super Bowl." I'm like, oh God, it's terrible. I can't even do the voice without coughing. But they have decided, and they have released this past weekend, Holiday Touchdown, a Bills love story.
Oh dear God.
Currently available to stream on Hallmark Plus. It's a where's the synopsis? I've got the page open here. Is there a synopsis somewhere? Yeah, I don't remember what the synopsis is. I gotta see if is there a synopsis? No. Okay. And I was like, you know what? I guess I gotta watch it at some point, just because. And then I saw who's in it.
Okay.
First off, Joe Pantoliano's in it. Joey Pants is like the big name that's in it. But making appearances as themselves, Luke Russert, who was, I think, a lineman for them.
Okay.
Scott Norwood is in it.
Oh, dear God, really? I'm glad he's doing okay. I'm glad he's still around.
Ray Davis.
Wow.
Deion Dawkins.
Okay.
Reed Ferguson, Dwayne Carter. Those are minor players. Jim Kelly is in it.
Wow. Good for him. Dawson
Knox, Joshua Palmer, Sean McDermott, Andre Reed is in it.
Wow.
Steve Tasker. Remember Steve Tasker?
I do. He landed on his head once.
All the time.
Remember that play?
He used to wear that.
Yep.
The great Gazoo helmet after that, remember?
Yep.
He had to wear the gigantic helmet after that.
Yep.
But he was like the special team player of the year like 3 out of every 5 years. It was bizarre. Thurman Thomas is in it.
Wow, he was in Tecmo Bowl.
Yes. I think that's it. They've actually got a bunch of Bills fans, members of the Bills Mafia that are going to be in it. So if you want to waste 90 minutes of your life on a truly terrible holiday movie, but it is about the Bills, we've got you covered. Oh, here it is. All right. The movie centers around the Quinns and the DeLucas, who have lived next door to each other for decades in the shadow of Highmark Stadium, the home of their beloved Bills. With their longtime friendship rooted in being proud members of the Bills Mafia, The two clans have enjoyed cherished traditions that revolve around cheering for their favorite team, especially at the holidays when they celebrate the last home game before Christmas. Blah, 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 blah. Fast forwarding to the end, that is until Gabe takes matters into his own hands and uses his connections with the Bills to pull off the surprise of a lifetime for Morgan and both their families that will make this a Christmas they will never forget. It's like 2 paragraphs long. That's why I fast forwarded to it. But
what's his name? The linebacker. Who the hell is the Bills' famous linebacker in the early 90s?
London Fletcher?
No, Bruce Smith.
Oh, Bruce Smith. He's not in it.
He should be.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
That's a miss. Yeah. I'm like Scott Norwood.
I'm glad Scott's okay. He had a rough time after that Super Bowl.
Is there a wide right joke in this movie?
God, I hope not. That would just be rude.
So the question is, Craig, will you go watch Holiday Touchdown: A Bill's Love Story?
You know what? If it's like, some weekend night and it's snowing and I'm like, I flip it on, I'll watch it. I'm not against terrible movies. It's fine. I'd watch it.
We're scheduled to watch it. We're scheduled to watch it this weekend. It's on the short list for this weekend. My father-in-law is a Bills fan and he doesn't want to watch this.
That's bad.
But my wife does like Hallmark movies during the Christmas time.
Yeah.
She does primarily laugh at them and mock them fairly, but yeah. So yeah, we're gonna watch that. So yeah. So wish me luck. All right, moving on. This week, I didn't even bother putting together America's favorite game this week. Craig gets a week off because he deserves it. Besides, I started looking at the schedule, and all the holiday games this weekend are bangers.
Yeah. Oh, on paper they are.
Yes. Well, yeah, we don't know how they'll play out because teams like the Cowboys are involved. But let's just go right down the list. Green Bay at Detroit, 1:00 on Thursday. Yep. This is gonna break the tie for the 2 seed early on. Anyway, the 2 seed in the NFC. One of these teams is gonna fall 2 games behind the Rams. In the loss column, and the other one is going to be right on their heels. It's going to be a half game behind them. Now, the Rams are playing Carolina this weekend, and Carolina has kind of cooled off. But still, it's in Carolina, and we know teams from the West Coast to the East Coast, you never know. This game feels surprisingly important. So what do you think? Green Bay, Detroit, what's your take on this?
It's in Detroit, and the Packers have no receivers. Their main receiver was their tight end, and now he's gone until next year. So
yeah, everybody's dead.
I don't think the Packers can keep up. And then again, I know it's a divisional game, so those are weird.
Yeah. This is first place in the division, guys. First place in the division.
I don't think, as of right now, the Packers can keep. The Packers offense can keep up with the Lions offense.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
I'm leaning towards the Lions in this one. But again, division game, anything can happen. If you tell me this game finishes like 9-6, I wouldn't be shocked. If you tell me it finishes 54 to like 48, I wouldn't be shocked. So,
well, seeing as we're not doing America's favorite game, I can pull up the lines. Let's see here. No, I don't want to see. I'm in the DraftKings app right now. It's a 2.5 spread. The Lions are favorite, and the over/under is 48.5.
Oh, I'll take the over.
I would not. Really?
I would. I would take the over.
I wouldn't touch it because.
Yeah, put $5 on it. Again, because it's a division game, it's on Thanksgiving. I would take the over.
You know what? The reason I don't want to touch it is because it's a division game on Thanksgiving.
I mean, that's fair too. Yeah. What is this? Actually, the source didn't. He didn't send us any bets this week.
He hasn't sent us bets all year. He's slacking.
He has it. He's not even picking my college games anymore. Ugh, disappointing.
That's because he got bad at it.
I know.
He picked
disappointed.
State like every fucking week. And then they fired their coach. And he's like, oh. So but we both think Detroit will win this game, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, not only are the Packers plus 2.5, but there is so little money bet on them on the spread that the spread odds on DraftKings right now are plus 100. Normally spread odds are like minus 110, minus 120 because they just want the money split evenly. That means everybody's putting money on Detroit at minus 2.5 to the point where they're not even moving the line anymore. They're just saying, all right, you know what? We'll just pay out more because there's much money on the Lions. We can afford to do that. So
yep.
We'll see what happens there. I mean, fantasy wise, every player in that game is viable. So the late game is Chiefs at Cowboys. This should be a barn burner.
Should.
The line is 52.5.
The Cowboys defense is bad. And
bottom 3 in the league in both run and pass.
Cool. The Bengals defense is worse. But the Chiefs, and we kind of glazed over this like last week. Not last week. Well, we were just talking, not the podcast. The Chiefs are slowly digressing into the Marty Schottenheimer era of Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
So if you know about those Chiefs, I mean, Britt does, and I do. But if you know about those Chiefs, if the Cowboys put up like 30 points against them, I wouldn't be surprised either.
The last time they played a defense this bad was against the Raiders, and they put 31 up on them. So total defense, the Cowboys are 29th. They're giving up 377 yards per game, and they've allowed 37 touchdowns. Wow. Your beloved Bengals are 32nd.
Oh, I know. I definitely know.
But I'm looking. The only teams worse than the Cowboys in yardage and touchdowns allowed are the Giants, Commanders, and Bengals. What the hell is that bug? There's a bug in my room.
Is it a lanternfly?
No, but it is large. It's a large fly. If you hear a smacking sound, it's me sending him to the next life. But the Raiders defense is number 14, only 321 yards and 32 touchdowns a game. And Patrick Mahomes hung 4 on them easy. The Raiders are a tire fire. We know this, right? That's not news to anyone that the Raiders are a tire fire. But the Cowboy defense is giving up a lot of yardage and a lot of touchdowns. So I wouldn't take it. The Chiefs, by the way, are also 3.5 point favorites. They're minus 3.5 in Dallas. And that's the other thing. If you remember from our preseason, historically, Dak in Dallas is numbers.
Yeah.
Is numbers. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that prop bet really quick, because I bet you anything, his passing prop is through the roof. Dak Prescott, 270 plus for minus 105. 280 plus is 119. 280 to get to positive odds. That's not normal. 250 is usually around you get positive odds. 280, he's averaging 267.5 yards per game, and he's at home. Oh, I don't know. I'll tell you one prop bet. This prop bet's jumping off the page at me. Patrick Mahomes, 3+ touchdowns at plus 143.
Passing touchdowns?
Yeah. Here you go. To combined prop bet to get to positive numbers, a positive rate of return, technically. Positive odds. Sorry, that's the word I'm looking for. Dak Prescott plus Patrick Mahomes combined passing yards has to be over 550.
I could, you know what? I could see
it'll happen.
I could see it.
It'll happen. But how many games can you say that about? Do you think Jordan Love plus Jared Goff are going to be 550 passing yards in the game before it? I don't.
No.
Goff might pass for 300, but I don't see Love getting over 200 and evening him out unless it's just like desperation passing. So it's going to be an interesting game. The Chiefs have to win. The Chiefs are outside looking in at the playoffs right now. It's 6-5. They have to win. They're tied with the fucking Steelers. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Yeah, well, at least the Steelers are consistent at being a mid-range team every season and somehow getting into the playoffs. So they seem to be on that track again.
I mean, the Jaguars and the Chargers are both ahead of them. The Chiefs are third place in the AFC West. Do you remember when I said earlier this year at the beginning of the season, I didn't think the Chiefs would win a division again, that it was getting too competitive? Well, look at that. We're 11 weeks in, and motherfucker, I was right.
Yes.
Sorry, I was right about this one. God damn it. Just like I was right about Daniel Jones being a real quarterback, I was just off by like half a decade.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
All right, so Chiefs, I think this game's gonna be a barn burner. Use everybody. If you have a starting Chief or Cowboy on offense, use them. Use them. I have one league where I have both Mahomes and Prescott. I have to make a decision. I can't use them both. It's a one quarterback league. So, all right, the night game. Slightly less interesting because, like we talked about, but it's Cincy Baltimore. It's the return of Joe Burrow. Craig, are you even going to watch this game?
I mean, at least I feel like I have to. I guess I'm a masochist, so I'll watch it at least till halftime, and I throw something.
Line-wise, it's up to 51.5 for the over-under. I am taking the under. I am taking the under in that. This feels like a 21-14 game.
I don't know. The Bengals defense is so bad, and historically speaking, we're looking at numbers. Some of Burrow's best games are versus the Ravens. Like, I think, was it last year?
True.
What year was that? Hold on. I looked it up before. Blah, blah, blah. Where'd it go? Damn it. It was 2021? Jesus. He threw for over 500 yards versus Baltimore. But again, he wasn't injured then. So, I don't know. If you're going to use, in DFS, if you're going to use anyone in this game, use, what's his face? The tight end in Baltimore that my brain just blanked on. What the hell's his name? Mark Andrews. The Bengals are not good versus tight ends. So, if in a DFS world, if you're looking for a tight end and you don't want to pay for Travis Kelce, pay for Mark Andrews, because I think he saves you like $800 or $900. But yeah.
So on the fly, I just asked AI, how are the Ravens on short weeks? And historically, the Baltimore Ravens have faced challenges when playing on short weeks, particularly in terms of preparation and performance, which is not out of line with the historical accuracy, with teams often struggling with recovery and game planning due to limited time between games. They played the most short week road games last year, and they struggled in them. So the fact that it's a short turnaround against a division opponent, I by the way, the Bengals are still the underdogs by 7 points. I don't know what it was before the other stuff came out, but it is, these are all games that are calling to me, but I don't want to bet on them.
Yeah.
I'm scared of all of them.
Yeah, I can see that. 2 of them are division games. The other game is 2 not very good defenses playing each other. So yeah, I get it.
Right. And that leads us to the game we highlighted earlier, the game that will determine who is leading, not determine who is leading the division, because, it could, because if Green Bay or Detroit win and Chicago loses, Chicago could lose this division lead, but we have Chicago versus Philly in the Friday night game. And I apologize before. I said that the Detroit versus Green Bay would determine the 2 seed. That was wrong. It's the Chicago versus Philly game. The Green Bay Detroit game will put somebody right up against the Bears for first place in the division. So let's talk about Bears at Philly. Over under 44.5, and the Bears are 7-point underdogs.
I would take the over because the Bears defense is also not that good. They're not terrible, but they're not that good. So I would take the over in that game.
The Philly defense is pretty good. So what would you parlay Philly with the over? Philly -7?
I would do that. I would do that in this game.
See, I'm thinking Bears with the +7 and the over. I don't know. I think Philly's vulnerable, and Philly's. All right. Let's just cut the shit. Right. It's the night before Thanksgiving. Let's just cut the shit. If they outlawed the brotherly shove, then Philly would be an average team, middle of the pack, average team. And I'm sorry, my nephew is a dyed-in-the-wool 8-year-old. All I know is the Eagles are good fan. Okay?
Yep.
Jalen Hurts has 8 rushing touchdowns this year. Not a single one has come without... one has come without the brotherly shove.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
I'm looking at it right now on ESPN. By the way, he's fumbled 3 times when he's run with the ball. Not necessarily on TD carries, but just saying he's vulnerable if you get in there. And the guy's taken enough hits to the head. He probably thinks he's Batman. So if the Bears can keep the Eagles outside the 5, I think they win this game. I'm gonna go on record right now and say I think the Bears beat the Eagles.
I could see it.
Barkley's only averaging 3.7 yards a carry this year. That's it. 3.7.
That's it?
That's it.
Huh.
That's it. And he's only had two big yardage gains, which I think is 30 plus. As long as 65, he's only averaging 62 yards a game. Barkley has not been the force this year that he was last year. We know the passing game is in disarray because A.J. Brown can't keep his fucking mouth shut.
True.
Devontae Smith is the leading receiver there, both in total yardage and number of receptions right now. You know, it's their offense is pedestrian at best, and they have utilized that shove to make sure that they can win games. And I'll say this now. The fucking league needs to make it illegal. This has been illegal in college for decades. In college football, it is illegal for a member of the possession team to physically push a ball carrier forward.
Mm-hmm.
Has been illegal for like 20 years. But in the NFL, the play can literally be, Saquon, I want you to put your hands on Jalen's ass and push him into the end zone. But when you say that, the Eagle, this is you trying to destroy our innovation. No, this is us trying to make sure Jalen Hurts doesn't die of a concussion on the field. Legitly die.
Yeah.
It's got to go. It's got to go. All right, I'm done ranting. But I think if the Bears can keep the Eagles from getting into those short 2 yard to goal or less situations, they have a chance here, and I hope they do. So, thoughts on that game before we move on?
No, not really. I think you covered it pretty well. That I just know that the Bears defense is like, I feel like that the Bears defense, there's no in between for them. They either play really well or they play terribly. So it's really going to be if they can stop, the offensive weapons that the Eagles have, which is a big question mark.
It's a question mark, but the problem is the Eagles don't have great weapons this year.
No. I mean, they have Barkley and they have, AJ Brown's good when he's not, complaining about things.
The problem is they're not giving him the ball. That is a problem. He is second on the team in targets. He has 3 fewer targets than Devontae Smith. Well, he's played 1 fewer game. Yes, but they're not targeting him like they used to. And his catch rate has been bad. He's catching like 65% of his passes. I get that. All of this is accurate criticism, and A.J. Brown needs to shut the hell up. But I'm tired of hearing about how good the Eagles are. The Eagles are not that good. They're not. You know what the Eagles are going to be this year? I'm going to predict it right now. The Eagles this year are going to be last year's Detroit, where they put up a spectacular record and they lose their first fucking playoff game to some scrub. I called it. I'm calling it right now. What is... All right, hold on. So, let me see. Where's the standings? I lost my standings page because I was ranting about the Eagles. Standings playoff picture. Okay. Standings playoff. Okay. So right now the Eagles would be like, all right, so let's say they hold on to the 2 seed.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams get the bye. Then that means they have to host the Packers right now in this day and age. That's not going to hold because the Packers are probably going to end up, it's going to be the Lions or the Niners. And the Lions and the Niners are going to walk into Philadelphia. They're going to kick Jalen Hurts in the nuts, and they're going to win that game like 31-25.
Yep.
It's what's going to happen. I'm telling you. Okay. You know what? I'm almost 2 beers in. You know what? It's time for Blackout Wednesday. Let's get to final thoughts. Craig, what's your final thought going into this holiday weekend?
My final thought is really just enjoy yourself. I know everyone's going to visit family, so you may or may not enjoy yourself, but enjoy yourself when you get home or later on that evening of Thanksgiving.
But not on the road.
Not on the road. Not on the road.
Do not enjoy yourself on the road.
Exactly.
So that's a great final thought, and I'll pretty much just echo that. We have great games on Thursday and Friday this week, guys. The Sunday slate is all balls. It's terrible. So you know what? Go to whatever family house you have to on Thanksgiving. Find a quiet space with a television or an internet connection, and do what you need to do. And on Saturday and Sunday, then spend time with your family. My wife's boss showed up in the office yesterday and today, and she says to him, "Why are you here?" And he's like, "Well, my in-laws are visiting." I get it. I get it. I love my in-laws. I really, really do. But I know a lot of people out there have family when they come to visit. Sometimes it's a little too much. Take some time, watch some good football, because there is no good football on Sunday. The NFL actually got their schedule right for a change.
Yeah.
The 4 games that lead off this long weekend are really good, so watch those. Watch those. The turkey carving can wait to see if this field goal is good. Just make it happen. You know what else you can make happen? Leaving us a review. And it really helps the podcast when you do. Wherever you found us, probably Apple, but wherever you found us, please go ahead and leave us a review, preferably 5 stars, but we'll take anything. Leave us a review because it helps with the visibility of the podcast, and we really appreciate it. You can also reach out to us at fignutsdfs@gmail.com. That's fignutsdfs@gmail.com. Let us know what you think of the podcast and ways we can improve, or if you have questions, we'd love to hear for those too. Another Thanksgiving week episode in the books. Craig now has to get offline, master this episode, and post it at ASAP because we talked about all Thanksgiving shit.
We did. After I refilled this
Craig
glass.
You refill the glass, push the button, just make it happen. But everybody, we hope you have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. On behalf of myself and the entire crew, thank you so much for listening to us. If you're in the United States, enjoy Thanksgiving. If you're not in the United States, don't worry. Friday is right around the corner. You're almost there. Stay true. So until we speak to you next, my name is Britt.
My name is Craig.
And we are the Football Fignuts Podcast. And hi, Deb.